Hi, my name is Robert. Please read the comments in the About section of this video. It has valuable information and updates. My YouTube channel has a disclaimer video that I encourage you to watch. And please like, share, and subscribe. I hope you found what you're looking for. Thank you very much for watching. After some YouTube editing, we're going to start off the day at the shop. Working on the head on this 02 cross country. Put the exhaust manifold bolts in, put the 2 bolts in the water line on the back, pulled the starter so we could pin the piston and flywheel together. Got the PCV stuff going back in, and we're just making some progress. There's a T50 bolt and washer, came right out of that hole right there behind the starter. So next you take this locking device and put it in here. How you put it in there?
Straight. Turn it. Other way. Other way. Other way.
What do you mean the other way?
Right there.
Okay. Alright. It's got a finger that goes up inside the block like that. So you push that in there till it stops, and that should stop the crank from turning. As you can see, it's still sitting out about 1/4 of an inch, not all the way in. So you got to roll the crank back just about 1 notch on the teeth and slide all the way in, and then you roll it back against it to make sure it's locked in place. So let me back that crank up just a little bit, push it all the way in, and then put pressure back on it. Okay, now you see the lock is totally all the way inserted. You really need to do this on these vehicles that have the VVTs. You gotta lock the crank, then you gotta lock the cams to make sure that all that stuff is right. Haven't been by the junkyard in a few days, so I'm checking in, see what's going on. I see here's a wagon about to come out, and it has a nice roof trim. That'd be something decent to have. It's a base model. Probably got nice seats in it too. See what else is coming up, or see what they've dropped off the last few days. I hadn't been here for about 3 days. Here's a cross country. This is probably the one that they had sitting in the priority area. I don't know why they put it there, but at any rate, it should go in the normal area tomorrow. I don't see the one in the priority area anymore. Noticed that my tags expire this month, so time to get the emissions test done. Since it's a 95, they have to put a sniffer in the back, and it's got a pulse detector that reads the RPM up here where you can see them. Then the sniffer comes back in the exhaust. This is the only county in New Mexico that has the emissions tester. The rest of the counties are exempt. Now last year I almost failed. They usually can make this car smoke like a train. It's not smoking yet this time. I did have the cat replaced, the downpipe replaced, and the turbo replaced. And maybe that'll make my emissions better. The cat that was on there before was undersized, and now I put one off of an 850 on there. I don't see any smoke. Maybe I'll do better with clearing. I was within 10% of failing last year. And the year before that, I was around 15% from failing. So you can only get 1 year emissions certificate when you're close to failing. Time they put a pulse reader on your wire to check your emissions that way. Track the RPM. They got to run the RPMs up and down to make it past the emissions exhaust sniffer test. Wow, this is crazy. My HC reading was 0. Last year, I believe that reading was about 178, and the limit is 180. So replacing my cat with a Volvo cat really helped. I was close to failing. Now I got a 2-year pass. All right, I'm going to start on my 740 today. The first thing I'm going to do is pull the battery take it to an auto parts store, get it charged up so that I can start it, and tomorrow I'm going to change the suspension out on it. Went to the mailbox and I have a few things in. I'm not sure if I shared this with you or not, but I ordered a temperature probe that I plan to use to check the temperature of the brakes. I'm going to check them on my car with the upgraded brakes, see how hot they get, see how quick they cool off, stuff like that. It's supposed to give me this temperature gauge that's up to maybe 225 degrees, something like that. At any rate, that's the only one I can find that would meet my testing needs. I may have to extend the length of the lead. This was the longest one I could find. I think it's a meter. Not sure if that'll get close enough to put inside the car or mount it on the windshield where I can read the temperature. At any rate, I do have that. Came in the mail. I had a surprise come in the mail. A viewer sent me this gadget called a towel. And basically what it is, it's a chip. Here it is here. We put it on a keyring that we use around the house. And it's a locator, a Bluetooth locator for the towel. And there are so many other users in your area, it almost is a GPS locator for it as well. So we hook this towel up. I'll show you how to hook it up and do a quick little review of it. Another thing I got, a surprise from a viewer, is this car wax. It says it's for all automobile finishes. It has these other uses, and it's supposed to last up to a year. Detergent proof, clear coat safe, and he said it's some awesome wax. I was a little bit excited about it until I flipped it over and read the back of it. This stuff should probably be sold with a hazmat suit. Keep out of reach of children. Warning, combustible, harmful. If inhaled or swallowed, may cause skin and eye irritation. Precaution, keep away from an ignition source. I think my car is an ignition source. Avoid contact with eyes, skin, clothing. Use with adequate ventilation. Wear protective equipment during handling. Storing a cool, well-ventilated area. You know, I think I may have someone else put this on my vehicle for me. I don't want to touch this stuff. It just seems too scary. First aid. If inhaled, remove the victim to fresh air. So, you definitely don't want to be doing this, applying this stuff if you're the only one there. You don't want to inhale this stuff and get messed up and then have no one help get you to a well-ventilated, fresh air place. At any rate, I think I'm going to try this on my sister's Honda maybe this weekend. I'm going to show you how to activate and use a towel. I received this as a surprise in the mail from one of my viewers, and basically it's a locator for whatever you attach it to. You can attach it to keys, your toolbox, your cat, your little dog, whatever you attach it to. You can actually communicate with it through the Bluetooth on your phone, and it even has a mapping system to show you where it is in the event that it's not close enough for your Bluetooth to triangulate it. So, first thing you want to do is purchase one of these from Amazon or something like that. Once you get it in the mail, it is one of the easiest items I've ever seen to activate. What I did was I went to the App Store and I downloaded the free app and installed the app on my phone. One of the first things it asked me to do was give them my email address and set up a password. Once I did that, it immediately sent an email with a security code for the towel to Bluetooth it, and it synced right up. Okay, so you turn your phone on, you enter your phone, you go to Play Store if you have a Google. If you have an iPhone, you go to the iPhone store. You do a search for Towel Inc., which you already see we found it here. we installed it. Then to use it, you hit open. That opens up the app, and it gives you a list of what is around you and the name that you gave to your tile. We called this tile Sweetie Keys. You click on it to find it. It gives you the find option. You click find, and it starts to activate the tile. And it sings and makes this noise until you locate it. Once you locate it, you hit done, and there it is. It stops the noise from the tile. You can see a map as to where it's located, your phone as it goes in relation to the tile, and you can zoom out of the map and see we're in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So there's a list of your tiles. That's the location, and man, you can purchase several of these. They'll all come with their unique Bluetooth identifier, so you can have several of them hooked up at one time. Different sets of keys, your cat, your little dog, whatever, you should be able to find things that you want to find in the future. And you can name it whatever it is. Like if you like to be able to locate your cooler, you could toss it in your cooler, name it, you know, beer cooler, and be able to find your beer cooler in the house. Overall, I give this item probably a 5 of 5 because it seems to work great. I could activate it and track it with 2 different phones, as long as I have the code that it has, and as long as only one of them is Bluetoothed at the area at the time to triangulate them. It's easy to install. They're supposed to last up to a year, and it was just so easy to activate and use. Like I said, I give it a 5 of 5. So if you need to locate stuff or want to be able to get those tiles, they're great items. If you feel that this information was useful, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can subscribe to my channel so that you will get notifications of future videos that I post. You can follow me on Twitter, and if you need to contact me directly, please visit my website. And if you have any questions, leave them below, and someone or myself will reply to them. Again, thank you very much for watching.